Should you pay or appeal a parking fine from Brittania Parking? Now, I've had loads of parking tickets over the years, so I've got pretty good at wriggling out of them. I even got 2 in one day once when my handbrake broke without me knowing. I got away with one of them. So in a sec, I'll run through my 8-point appeal guide. Brittania Parking is a private car park run by a management company. Private parking operators must follow the code of practice, and we're supposed to follow the rules. This Brittania parking ticket is more like an invoice, and although it's not enforceable by law, it's not wise to ignore it. If you do ignore it, and Brittania Parking wants to pursue your unpaid parking ticket, it's now seen as a debt. Now, worst case scenario, they could pass it on to debt collectors, and if you still don't pay, they could file for a CCJ, which would have a negative effect on your credit rating. If you then ignored that, bailiffs could be sent to your home. So let's nip it in the bud so it doesn't get that far. If you think that your parking ticket was unjust, let's see if we can get you out of it with my 8 parking ticket loopholes. Maybe you parked correctly in the right bay and the car park signs or bay markings weren't visible. Take loads of photos as evidence. You could appeal the fine because Brittania Parking didn't provide clear signage or markings, making it impossible for you to know where to park. You received the Brittania Parking charge notice over 14 days after you parked a vehicle in the private car park. According to the Code of Practice, parking operators must send a PCN within 14 days of the parking offence. If they don't, it's grounds for appeal. The operator gave you a parking charge notice over £100. Brittania Parking can only charge more than £100 if they can prove that the parking offence that you committed cost some money. If they can't provide evidence, you could appeal the fine. You weren't driving at the time the parking charge notice was given. If you weren't driving the vehicle at the time, provide them with proof and you could appeal the fine. You were unable to get back to your car due to a disability, had a young child with you, or because you were pregnant. This falls under the Equality Act 2010, which says that nobody can be discriminated against and must be treated fairly. If you can provide evidence that you're unable to return to your car, you could appeal the fine. You broke down and were waiting for roadside assistance to fix your vehicle or tow it away. If you can provide evidence from the breakdown company that you were waiting for assistance, you could appeal the fine. You were only 5 to 10 minutes late getting back to your vehicle, and Brittania Parking didn't give you the 10-minute grace period. Private car park operators must allow a grace period before issuing a parking charge notice. If you can provide evidence that you're only a few minutes late and the operator didn't give you the grace period, you could appeal the fine. If you're still unsure, it might be wise to talk your parking fine through with an online solicitor like Just Answer. They offer a £5 trial and it could save you a lot of time and money if you don't have to pay for your ticket. Ask them on the online chat about your Brittania parking ticket predicament and they should be able to shed some light for you. I'll leave a link below the video and if you use it, you'll be supporting Thrifty Family, so thanks.